I'm Diane Schultz of Hymns for Him, and I'm so glad you stopped by. The purpose of this introductory video is to explain about hymns and why I love them, and why I started this YouTube channel. I also will explain the format of future videos and what the various parts of a hymn are. Those of you who attend churches where praise and worship songs are sung sadly probably don't even know what a hymn is. You may have heard a hymn every once in a while when the praise and worship leader decided to throw in for variety, but you don't have the regular exposure to hymns. And that's a shame, because hymns are so rich in meaning and in theology. Before there were printed Bibles and people learned to read, hymns and stained glass windows were the way people learned about God and Jesus. Hymns help us celebrate holidays such as Christmas and Easter. They bring comfort in times of sorrow, and they help us learn about God and Jesus. Hymn tunes are written to be easy for the everyday Joe to sing and easy to remember. Hymns were my go-to as a child when I needed comfort. They helped me feel closer to God. I was a shy, timid child who didn't have many friends, so I needed all the comfort I could get. So why did I start this YouTube channel, you may ask? I miss the old hymns, and I'm sure that there are others that are missing them too. I've sung hymns all my life until I started attending a church where praise and worship songs were sung. Isn't it amazing that the older you get, the more you miss things from earlier in your life? In these tumultuous times, we all look for things to bring us comfort, and those that maybe don't have so many calories. In the days before PowerPoint slides and before worship and praise songs were printed out on paper, hymns were printed in one of these. This is a hymnal. And the title of the hymnal was The Hymnal. Not very creative, is it? This was the hymnal of the Evangelical and Reformed denomination, which joined in 3 other denominations in 1959 to join the United Church of Christ. This is the hymnal that our church used until 1976 when the United Church of Christ hymnals were printed. I also have a hymnal called Hymns for the People of God and the Baptist hymnal. The hymns and hymnals have various designated sections. There might be a section on Advent, a section on Christmas, a section on Easter, etc. This helps you find the hymn you're looking for. Hymnals have lots of handy indexes in the back, like the first lines of hymns, a list of composers, a metrical index, I'll explain meters later, etc. Every pew in a church had 3 or 4 hymnals, or maybe more. I'll be singing these hymns a cappella, that means without accompaniment, because the Lord did not give me the ability to sing and play an instrument simultaneously. In the next part of the video, there will be a hymn on the screen, and I'll explain about the various parts of the hymn on the page. Here's what a hymn looks like. You may want to expand this to full screen to see it better. This is one of my favorite hymns. It's called O Sacred Head Now Wounded. Let's start at the top of the page. His Passion and Crucifixion is the section of the hymnal where this hymn is found. The number 142 is the number of the hymn in the hymnal. Underneath the hymn it reads, ascribed to Bernard of Clairvaux, 1091 to 1153, T.R. Paul, 1656, T.R. J.W. Alexander, 1830. This is where you will find the name of the person who wrote the words to the hymn. The TR stands for the people who translated the hymn into English. In the middle of the top part of the hymn, you'll find the number 7676D. This is the meter of the hymn. This means that the first phrase is 7 syllables, the second phrase is 6 syllables, the third phrase is 7 syllables, the fourth phrase is 6 syllables, and the D stands for double, which is shorter than putting another 7676 behind the first one. On the right upper hand side of the page, you will see the words Herrlich tut mich verlangen, Passion Chorale. This is the name of the hymn tune, or the melody that we sing. The hymn tune is always printed in capital letters. You will find an index of hymn tunes in the back of the hymnal, and they are in capital letters there too. Underneath the name of the hymn tune, you will see the name of the composer and the year the tune was composed, again in capital letters. Finally, underneath the name of the composer, you will see the name of Johann Sebastian Bach, who harmonized the hymn tune, and the year that he harmonized it. Occasionally, you will see ARR period, and that stands for arranger. At the bottom of the page, you can see that there is a helpful note. It tells you that there is another version of the hymn in a different key for the singer to select. For those who can't read music, you can just follow along with the words when I sing the hymn. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you will get notifications of new videos.